What's going on, knife community? This is Sid Ballard with Ballard Blades on YouTube and IG, and today I'm going to be covering with a few easy steps of how I properly package up a knife for return or for a buyer, and the easy way for you to pretty much do for the cost of free 50. And simple as signing up for a US Postal Service account and then just waiting for them to deliver all the packaging materials to your house. Today here I have a little Microtech that I did a tip repair. It had a nice broken off tip, and you can see on my Instagram at Ballard Blades, Ballard_Blades, the before and after of this Microtech, and it'll be going back to a regular customer of mine today, properly packaged and secured without even having to leave my house. So again, we got the knife here, and you can use this with various size packaging, but for today, for the purposes of today's demonstration, I'm going to just use a single knife with a small priority rate mail box. So again, if you go to US Postal Service website and you sign up for an account, then you can go to their basically their shipping supplies, and you can just request. For me, I use the padded flat rate envelope, and I just order 10 to 20, usually 20 or more at a time. They'll just show up in a nice plastic wrapped package, and then I order a whole bunch of different size priority flat rate boxes. I usually and mostly use small flat rate boxes, but for larger fixed blades, you can order the tubes or the little triangle boxes, as well as the large boxes if you're going to be shipping multiple knives. And then also, either from your local postal supply store, you can get the US Postal Service Priority Mail tape. So again, free supplies, or at the counter or online or anywhere, you can just get clear packaging tape. And I use both, and I'll show why in a minute. So I'll just set these to the side for now. So you get your knife here, and then simply, so instead of paying for bubble wrap, you just take the priority mail envelope, open it up, slip your knife inside, and then from there I kind of do a tri-fold. So I fold once and then twice, and to keep it nice and secure, I just remove the sticky covering and then seal the package. And then from here, you'll see once I put it in the box, it makes a nice snug fit for the inside of a small flat rate box. So from there, I take my small flat rate box, I just set it up, nice pizza box style. Okay, so it's ready. From there, just take that fold it over, slip it on in. From there, because of that little fold there, it gives you a nice secure packaging. All right, it's bubble wrapped. It's not going to be flopping around in there. From there, we just close it up. Now, if you typically at the retail counter, and I've received packages this way, it's something I do not recommend, is just relying on this single strip of adhesive, sealing the box, and then shipping this way. Now, there's nothing wrong with this method, but it's not the most correct method. The reason being, it's pretty secure in there, right? Minimally moving around. However, and I'm just going to show you this, you see here, this box can come open extremely easily. Pop that open, and voila. There is a knife that is free to fall out in transit. Now, you don't want that happening, both for yourself and for customers. So we'll get this put back together. All right, nice and secure again. And we're going to start, and I always start with clear packaging tape, just because packaging tape, the Postal Service does not call this packaging tape. They don't think that it's very adhesive, and I don't think so either. But I'll start with clear packaging tape because this is much more durable and has a much stronger stick. Let me just adjust this. So simply line it up. I cover every edge. We'll just leave that there. We'll call that a flop. The camera's messing me up. So I cover every edge that can be opened with clear tape first. So I start on the sides, flip it around. A little piece of warning tape there that's almost out. Okay. Now the big one is the long strip, because that adhesive is not very sticky. It can pop right open, and if you're sending it to a humid state, or if it's going to go through a humid area in transit, you definitely do not want that popping open. And I will reinforce that with two pieces, one straight across, one over the edge. Okay, now that looks well and done, but just for safe extra measure, and just for my peace of mind for tampering, I put extra tape over the box. So I will cover the edges, pretty much the same spots that I went over with the clear tape. Today I'm using one of my favorite and everyday carries, and this is a Chris Reeve StarTac, so a collaboration with Wilson Combat Umnunzan. This is probably my favorite work knife and daily carry knife. So just bring it over the edge. And then sometimes, for safe measure, I'll just put a strip along the back edge. I like this tape because it's exactly the width of this box. So as long as you line it up nice, it just sits right along the edge and just gives you a little bit more reinforcement. Now from there, all you have to do is either handwrite in your from and to, or the easier way, for me at least, because of the volume that I receive as well as the busyness of typical people's schedule with a normal workday in the Postal Service office hours, I just have a US Postal Service account, and then I just go to the click and ship account portion of the website, and then I just print off my own label from home. I print it off, cut it out, and then I will use clear tape to seal the entire mailing address onto the back side of the box. Now, one thing that I've learned that's important, that if you do that, you're using typical printer paper, which is susceptible to humidity and moisture. So cover the entire piece of the shipping label with clear tape. Make sure that there's no creases, there's no cracks in that tape, so that that mailing label, because that's how it's going to get to your end customer, or your end the end of that mailing chain. Just make sure that it's properly protected, so that you keep your contents safe. Okay, so for the cost of, I think this is like a couple bucks, and it lasts me for quite a while. I have much larger rolls of this tape. I have a properly secured and protected with bubble wrap package. Please let me know in the comments if you'd like to see anything else. Again, I use this same method for multiple knives. I just changed the amount of bubble wrap envelopes I use and the size of the box. But again, please let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next for any more tips and tricks, and be on the lookout for my next video. Thank you.